Okay. Let's start over at the top of this. An outspoken Marine officer who went viral blasting military leaders over Afghanistan is jailed. Marine Lieutenant Colonel Stuart Scheller, the officer who went viral for blasting the military's leadership amid chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan, has been sent to the brig, according to a report. Quote, all our son did was ask the questions that everybody was asking themselves, but they were too scared to speak out loud. Scheller's father, Stu Scheller, Sr., told Task and Purpose. Quote, he was asking for accountability. In fact, I think he even asked for an apology that we made mistakes, but they couldn't do that, which is mind-blowing. Scheller first rose to internet stardom by posting a video on Facebook blasting military leaders for the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, questioning their command decisions on the events leading up to and during the final evacuation effort. Scheller would go on to release several more videos generating praise and controversy while drawing the ire of military leadership. Eventually, he was told by supervisors to stop posting to social media altogether, an order he immediately ignored by posting about his gag order. The officer also seemingly realized that the last post could result in a trip to the brig. Of course he did. They probably told him, you do it again, you're going to the brig. Quote, what happens when all you do is speak the truth? No one wants to hear it. But they can probably stop listening because I'm crazy, right? Scheller wrote at the end of the post. Colonel Emmel, please have the MPs waiting for me at 0800 on Monday. I'm ready for jail. Marines, boy, they have guts, I tell you. Scheller is, quote, currently in pretrial confinement, a spokesperson for the Training and Education Command said of the officer's status. Quote, the time, date, and the location of the proceedings have not yet been determined. Lieutenant Colonel Scheller will be afforded all due process, the statement continued. But the elder Scheller defending his son, arguing that he was only asking for accountability from military's top brass. Quote, he was asking for the same accountability that is expected of him and his men, he said. Quote, I've had Vietnam veterans contacting me, applauding him for his courage because they want to know. Was it all worth it? He continued. And by demanding accountability and honesty from his senior leaders, that's all he was asking. And the way the Marine Corps has dealt with it, they have now put him in jail. All right. There's this joke it's not really a joke. It's like reason number one why I got out of the Navy. All right. I used to make this joke because I had this F the Navy website because I didn't like being in the Navy. So I made a website talking about it. I'd write articles about why the Navy sucks. All right. And, they wanted me to take that down. And so the joke I made after they tried to tell me to take that down is like, I solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, which no longer applies to me. And that's the joke, right? But it's the sad truth about being in the military. That's for some reason, while you're in there, they think that, the Constitution doesn't apply to you. And I have a tremendous respect for this Marine officer. I believe he was a Lieutenant Colonel, looks like. I have tremendous respect for this guy because absolutely, if he was on a mission and he screwed up, he would expect to be reprimanded because that's so, and face accountability, just like he expects his men to be held accountable. That's the point of the military. And when they become like Joint Chiefs of Staff or something like that, and they spend too much time in Washington shaking hands with all those dirty, filthy politicians, something changes in them. And they become politicians like that. It's like they become like zombies or something, or vampires, They all become vampires. And they don't get to face accountability, but they hold lieutenant colonels like this guy. Not that he's nobody, but that's the way they look at him. They hold him accountable. And that's the whole point. This elite class that thinks they're better than the rest of us. That thinks that they don't have to be held accountable. That's why they're all pointing at, oh, no, I told him. And Biden's like, I didn't get it. I don't recall. I mean, it's perfectly believable to think that Biden doesn't remember. But, the same is true about Reagan. All right?